This homestead was in terrible condition when we moved here. A lot of trash, broken glass. Everything looked abandoned. I was scared to start and just didn't know what to do. You never know what you can do till you try. I did a great job, and I'm proud of myself that I was able to do it. The main thing is to start, and in small steps you can get everything done. This little angel is my eternal motivation. For her I'm ready to work day and night, and I believe I can give her the future she deserved. I made a rule for myself, every day to find a free minute and to do at least something in the yard. I believe this is the only way to do a great job, and it worked. When I took out the trash, I tried to sort it. I put aside items that could be reused and stored them cause I have plans on how to resurrect this thing. Additionally, I separately collected all plastics that need to be recycled, and finally I took everything that could be composted out to the garden. And every time I filled another bag with garbage, it gave me a sense of accomplishment. I was making progress and I could see the difference I was making. It was hard work, but it was worth it. Check out these old wheels I found in my backyard. They were covered in dirt and it seemed like they had been forgotten for years. But I saw their potential and decided to rescue them from the scrap heap. At first I wasn't sure what to do with them, but when I opened the Pinterest, I decided to make them into a playground for my daughter. Taking out the trash, I found a heap of firewood lying around. Without hesitation, I picked up each log and branch and moved them to the firewood sheet. As I walked, I realized that this wood would be the fuel for my future outdoor cooking beginnings. With each piece, I felt a sense of accomplishment and purpose, knowing that I was one step closer to realizing my dreams. Finally, I'm able to see the flowers that were once hidden beneath the garbage. It is a beautiful sight and I'm filled with a sense of wonder and joy. It just goes to show that with a little effort and care, beauty can be found in even the most unexpected places. While it may have been just 30 seconds for you, it took me 2 hours of hard work to achieve what we see now. However, the end result was well worth the effort, as we can see that a significant amount of free space has been created in the yard. Honestly, I was completely clueless about the amount of space hidden under the mess before I started cleaning up. But now that I am done, I'm staring at this huge area with so much potential. mind is racing with all sorts of exciting ideas that I can't wait to bring to life. This is going to be a huge challenge for me because I never done anything like this before. I'm really glad that I get to spend more time in the yard, and what's even better is that my daughter is now joining me instead of just watching cartoons. I'm really happy that she's showing interest in gardening, and I'm doing my best to support her to finding fun and engaging activities for her to do. It's really wonderful to see her enjoying herself and learning new things. You won't believe how much I'm enjoying my work now. When I lived in an apartment, my lifestyle was very different. I never got to see the results of my work. But here, it's completely opposite. Even the smallest effort brings a sense of satisfaction and joy because the results are visible right away. After just an hour of work, I get to admire the outcome for a long time to come. It's really rewarding. Right now, this area is the most important to me because I really look forward to starting my day by going out with a cup of tea and admiring nature. Unfortunately, due to the mess in the yard, I haven't been able to make this dream come true. However, I plan to start small with just a table and chair where I can enjoy my tea, and eventually I would love to build a cozy gazebo to make my morning ritual even more special. That day was pretty cool. It was a challenge to figure out what to do with the huge fridge that was taking up space in my homestead. I didn't want to just throw it away cause it seemed like a waste. That's when I had an idea to reach out to my local community group and offer it for free. Unexpectedly, on the very same day, there were people who expressed interest in taking it and giving it to a new home. It felt great to know that the fridge would still be put to good use. Spring has just started and the sun isn't out often, but when it does come out from behind the clouds, it instantly brightens up the day. It makes me feel more productive and motivated to get outside and do things. That day was amazing because I was so motivated to get everything done. I was really passionate about seeing the end result, so I was determined to finish everything in just one day. Of course, not everything went exactly as planned, but I did manage to clear out some things and prepare the space for further improvements. This area is really important to me because I have big plans for it, so I made sure to tidy up by getting rid of the trash and stacking the tires so it wouldn't look too messy. Owning a homestead might sound like a lot of hard work, but if you stay on top of things, it's totally manageable. Unfortunately, in my case, the homestead had been abandoned for years, and now everything is in pretty bad shape. I've had to put in a lot of effort to get it looking good again. The grass is a great example of how long the property has gone without proper care. It would have been so much easier to clean up the grass a little bit each year. It wouldn't be so overgrown now, and I wouldn't have to spend so much time cleaning it up. This huge pile of grass was daunting, and I hesitated for quite some time before finally decided to clean it up. However, once I began the task, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. In fact, I managed to get through it quite quickly. It just goes to show that the old saying is true. The most important thing is to take that first step and start doing something, and the results will follow. Initially, I had planned to save the wire for future projects, but it turned out to be too rusty, so I have decided to scrap it instead. I don't even know what kind of tree it was, but it must have been here for a long time. I broke it so easy and found some roots underneath. Later on, I found out that it was a Jerusalem artichoke and it's actually quite useful. By the way, even my daughter enjoyed it a lot. I have tasted similar to potatoes. This sandbox was the first thing I made when I moved to this homestead. There was nothing for the child to play with except broken glass and trash. I definitely want to make it look like the ones in the pictures on Pinterest. So I have a lot of ideas and I plan on implementing them myself as soon as possible. When I first saw this little wooden table in the shed, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. It had been waiting for its moment for a long time, and finally it came. It fit perfectly into my new and clean yard. I put in a lot of effort and my first dream for this homestead has finally come true. Now I can enjoy nature in my beautiful yard. It may not be perfect, but this is just the beginning of my journey. At least now it's a little more acceptable to me and my daughter. It was hard work, but I'm happy I did it. And there is so much more to come.